Hi, it's me again. Yeah, he probably thought I was gone forever, but I wasn't. So, hi. Quantum Helios is the name of the YouTube channel. Still doing this thing here the best I can. And now I'm just coming to tell you a little something that I want to share with you to follow up on the message I already put out, which was last time I was discussing my frustrations on why I didn't understand. Like why were these things happening the way they were happening after all this time in my life? What that phrase right there just told me that I was invalidating my own experiences. So when I continue to invalidate my own experiences, I continue to literally invalidate myself. So I needed to stop doing that, and which I did. So let me disclaimer, make it clear too. In no way is that video intended to make anyone worry at all whatsoever. That was just me expressing my thought process out loud, my thought process and my emotional process out loud. It wasn't a cry for help. It was a description of what's going on in my book. So that's the best way to put it. But now, since that has been a while and it's long gone, I have grown a lot from that. And that apparently was just some pressure that was put on me before becoming a star. That's usually how I try to think about things. Like, if you feel that kind of pressure, like if everything is really coming in and like overwhelming you at all angles and you have no room to breathe, that's because you're like being condensed literally into a star. But that's how I choose to perceive it. If I choose to perceive it in the other way, then I'm probably going to experience it the other way, and I'm good off that. Hella good. So what's giving me this certainty though, and what's giving me this appreciation, or the biggest part, you can have certainty, you can have appreciation, you can have a knowing, you can have all these knowledge and all these gifts. But if you do this one thing, it renders it all ineffective. And that's forget. If you literally forget everything that you've fucking been through, to the extent that you've been through it, you will literally forget all your power. It's really that simple. And that's what that state was. That was me in a state of forgetfulness, because if I would have remembered how truly blessed I am to even be in the circumstance that I'm in right now, I would have eased myself out of a lot of pain, but I didn't. A lot of unnecessary suffering happened because of lack of 1, preparation, and lack of 2, breath, and lack of 3, reminders. And that's what I didn't do. So I started doing it. But this has helped me remind me of where I came from. So for those who don't know, first pillar of creation. First pillar of creation, I made it in 2021, and I was going through a dark time, dense time, at JC Park. And when I was at JC Park, I started making these symbols and drawing them into the dirt and things like that. And so this one means breath. That means every time I look at this, I'm reminded to take a deep breath. And then there's another one called balance. You can do a handstand, something like that. Balance. There's a third one called dance. Dance is important. So every time I see that, I'm reminded to dance. Fourth is music. Music is something that's really fun. It's really fun because it's non-physical, and yet it makes you feel something physical. So that literally breaches into the imagination. So I like that, and I appreciate that. That's the fourth. Fifth is imagination. That's the light that will shine on your new world, but only if you allow it. And that's what I'm gonna do.